Have you ever tried to get PowerPoint to read your slides aloud only to realize you can't change the speed? Don't panic, it's not you. I'm going to show you exactly where Microsoft is hiding that feature. Hi, I'm Marianne from Thrive Admin. Welcome to my channel, and today we are looking at getting your PowerPoint slides able to be read aloud the way you can work with the same feature in Word. So here's the fix. The reading speed slider, which is an interesting phrase to say, but the controls to set the speed at which the read aloud function happens in PowerPoint actually live in the Immersive Reader. And the easiest place to access that in PowerPoint is on the web version. So in Word, you can do that very easily on the desktop, but it doesn't work the same way with PowerPoint for some reason. So the reality is that we can't do it at a desktop level. So we're going to head to our PowerPoint on the web. Now I have got my PowerPoint here. It's exactly the same PowerPoint as on the desktop, so you can see that I'm in the same place. So you head to either office.com or cloud.microsoft in your web browser of choice. Open up PowerPoint from your main dashboard and then open up the presentation that you want to check. Once we're in here, speed control is in the Immersive Reader, and we access that from the Review tab. The View tab, not the Review tab. And you've got your normal view, and there should be an Immersive Reader one here. Okay, and that will take us to this view. If you don't see it here, what you can do is highlight some text or a text box or a part of the slide, and you can right click and it will be here in the shortcut, in the sort of the quick menu, and it will take you to exactly the same place. If you do it this way, it will only show you the highlighted text. If you select the whole box and right click, it will show you that whole box, okay? So just be aware that that's something to keep in mind. So once we're here, I've got some text formatting tools up at the top here. Down the bottom is where you would hit play and it will walk through it. What we're going to do though is we want to be able to change the voice settings, which is on my version here is down here at the bottom. It's a little megaphone here. If I click on this, there are a couple of things I can do. I can choose a male or female voice. The default usually will be a male, but you can change it either way. And then we've got from tortoise to hare in terms of the speed, and you can adjust that and test and see how it works for you. Moves in 0.25 increments.
1. You have a Microsoft 365 subscription, but you are struggling with...
Be aware, the voice might be a bit hard on your ears. So if your Immersive Reader is missing, remember to check those three things. Firstly, you definitely need to be in PowerPoint on the web. Secondly, that you have selected a slide or some text. And thirdly, if you still can't see it from that view menu, right click and use the quick menu that pops up. It will always be there, and it might be the easiest method for you. Now, I do want to say, if you're in the desktop version and you don't, and you only have Speak, so Speak should show up in your Review tab here on the desktop. It may be here. You may need to add it. This allows it to speak the slides, but you cannot adjust the pace. You can't adjust the speed. So it will purely read it at a predetermined, which will probably be a 1.0. So it won't be any slower or faster than you may prefer. You can add Speak by customizing the ribbon. So right click in the ribbon and customize the ribbon, and you can add it from all commands, not macros, all commands, and it will be under Speak, and you can add it to a menu of your choice. Now, if you need to adjust the speech rate in terms of faster or slower, you can't do it in PowerPoint, but you can do it at your base system settings level. Now, I'm working on a PC, so the instructions I will show you are based on a PC. If you are on a Mac, then you would do the same thing. It will be about the accessibility options in your settings, which is where we're headed. So we're going to go to settings, and then we're going to accessibility. And we're actually going to this tool, Narrator. Now you should have something similar on a Mac. So you can turn the narrator on and off. And what will happen is that there's some options to be, and that means that it's going to read all of the windows that you pop up, all sorts of things. You can choose a voice. And when you drop it down here, there's a little drop down where you choose the voice. So there's a few different options. For me, it's added some United States and Australian English because they're the two languages that I have installed. Yours may look different. But when you choose the voice, what will happen is the drop down here, we've got speed, pitch, and volume. So you can make this voice different to your overall system sound settings, but you can also make the pitch higher or lower and the speed faster or slower using the plus and minus so that you can adjust it to your particular needs. Then if you need to read a slide, you can turn the narrator on and have it narrate the slides for you by having them up on the screen. So as a quick recap, if you want speed control in PowerPoint, your first port of call is to head to PowerPoint on the web and use the Immersive Reader, either from the View tab, where you'll have the Immersive Reader options, and then Play to find the voice settings for the slide. Or by right-clicking and using the pop-up menu and choosing Immersive Reader there. You'll access those settings only in Immersive Reader. If you want to work with speed control on your desktop version, you can't do it in PowerPoint. You'll need to do it from the narrative settings in accessibility for your computer settings. If you want, drop a comment with what version you're working on and whether you'd like some more information about the PowerPoint accessibility features as well. If you have any questions about this process, please don't hesitate to pop a comment below. I'm always happy to be able to share the ways you can use these tools in a more effective way. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and share it with your network. Subscribe for more content that will help you use your Microsoft 365 subscription in a much smarter way. Cheers!